What is going on, guys? Danny Gets Fit here, and today I want to tell you a little story. But first I want to kind of like portray a message for you to think about while I'm talking, which is going to be the main point I'm trying to get across with this video. And that being, your life, your upbringing does not define you. And when I talk about that is because, or the reason I'm telling you that is because I come from a story that I haven't talked about yet on my channel. Reasons, there's not really any specific reasons, more of just it hasn't felt the right time to me, but I figured there's some people out there that could maybe be influenced positively by this. So I wanted to take a second to tell you guys about the early years of my life. So I grew up when I was younger. My mom and dad were never married. And it was kind of, so they were split apart when I was younger, really early on. And then my mom had a boyfriend who she ended up marrying later on. So I had a stepdad and a dad, just kind of like a mixed upbringing. I never was at a school for 1 year at a time. I went to a school in a different town almost every single year of my life, from the ages of like 4 or 5 to the ages of like 13, 14. Until after those years, life started to become a little bit more stable. But the early years, both of my parents were highly involved in drugs. It wasn't always like that, but it started out early on as, just a little bit of alcohol, a little bit of like marijuana, that kind of stuff. Something, just simple stuff that a lot of people honestly do and live normal lives with. And I'm not saying this like I'm hating on any sort of these people. You live the life you choose to, that's your choice. But what I'm just saying is what my upbringing was, it started out like that. From then on, my parents got into meeting some of the wrong people, and they got into harder drugs, more alcohol. My dad, would call me up late at night, drunk, and explain, how I wasn't going anywhere in life, and how, I was getting chubbier, and he wanted to see me, get fit and do something with my life, which is ironic, because now, but it wasn't even in sight for me at that time. And when I was 13, I was in and out of foster care. I didn't live with my parents a lot of the time. I grew up in foster homes, like I said, bumping around to different schools, different cities. And when I was 13 years old, just after my 13th birthday, my mom, who is the biggest part of my life, passed away. And I'm telling you this not because I want sympathy. I've had, throughout the years, a lot of people who just wanted to be there for me, and I appreciate that all in all, but it's something that I believe has made me stronger. And there's two ways of looking at stuff like this, like my mom passing away, is that I could have taken that, the fact that they did drugs and they did this and that, and I could have went, well, that's gonna be my life. That's what I'm gonna do. But I decided that that wasn't even close to what I wanted from my life. To me, in my heart, it didn't seem right. Like I knew even as I was growing up that I was around this stuff, but it wasn't proper. It wasn't the way it was meant to be. And it maybe has to do with the fact that I had other people and other influences in my life that were there for me that were trying to feed me positivity. And even though my mom was involved in that kind of stuff, she was one of the most positive and giving people I've ever met and still know to this day. She rubbed off a lot onto me, and that's why I tried to remain as positive and as giving as possible with everyone around me. She is one of the big reasons why. So from then on out, years went by. When that happened, my dad got back harder into stuff, and then 3 years ago, or 2 or 3 years ago, my dad ended up passing away. Both of them in their sleep. Both of them, I know why with my mom. I don't know why with my dad. And those were just a few of the crazy things that I grew up with. Being homeless for an amount of time, driving around with like gang members, like serious bad people and serious bad surrounding in the early stages of my life that you would never see just watching my videos or seeing my posts on Instagram or just knowing me. Because even other kids that I grew up with that I know to this day got involved in that side of things. But you are the one that makes the choice whether you're gonna follow in the footsteps of how your upbringing is, or you're gonna follow the footsteps of the people that are supposed to be leaders in your life, or if you're gonna live your own life the way you think or you want to live it. So the main message from this video, guys, one, I just want to tell you a little bit about my upbringing and tell you that just because I am the way I am, you know, a positive guy, I still have mental struggles daily, you know, with all that stuff that happened in my childhood. I still struggle with certain things. I still miss my dad and my mom, obviously, especially right now, just in case, like, it sucks that I can't show my dad what I've done today. Even though I am a Christian guy, I do believe he is up looking down on me. But it's not the same, you know what I mean? Like, I wish he was here to see all the things he wanted me to do and all the things he saw in me. But that's the thing as well, is that even though he was saying these things that he wanted to see in me, and he was going about it the wrong way, he saw it in me. And other people you know, when I was growing up, saw these leadership qualities in me, you know, these influential qualities in me, and they finally came out. And it would just be nice to show them. But that's how life goes sometimes. And the main point with this video that I want to make after I'm done rambling for a bit is that just because those things happen doesn't mean I had to go that way, and I didn't. And there's people out there that are gonna go, you know, I have this crappy life, I don't have a good family, I didn't have money, and I didn't have money either growing up. I had very little. All these kind of things, all these obstacles, these barriers that are holding you back aren't really holding you back. They're temporary objectives. They're temporary obstacles that are in the way currently from you reaching your objectives. But once you grow up and you mature and you live your own life, you choose to live your own life, all these things you want to do are there for you to do. And all that stuff that happened when you were younger, or all the, you know, crap that you went through in your upbringing, isn't going to have an impact on that when it comes really down to it. You're going to be the one who makes the choice to live how you want to. So that's the main thing, guys. If there's anyone out there that thinks that their life, they just don't have it in them to be successful, it's bullcrap. It's so bullcrap. I don't want anyone thinking like that. So if you're watching this video and that's you, just remember what I said. Your upbringing and your life doesn't define you, you define you. Your choices define you. Anyways, guys, this is a little just video I wanted to bring you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Something I've been wanting to say for a while, but just haven't got around to it. You know, if you have more questions, I will be pretty active on this video down below. So if you have any more questions, or, you know, maybe you relate to this video, you're currently going through this stuff in life, let me know down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Until next time. Talk to you later, guys.